Cheers. Hi, I'm Jeff Van Horn from Barkeep Cocktails. We are gonna dive into the Melo Collins. First thing we wanna do when we're making cocktails, whether it's a pre-prepared cocktail or something that you're making at home, find your glassware, and we wanna make sure that it's nice and cold. Always filling our glass right to the top. The more ice, the better. This is a Collins glass. Really represents long, refreshing style cocktails. Move the ice around, swirl it around so that the glassware is chilled. You're gonna have a colder glass and less dilution. Once you have your glass chilled, you're just gonna strain off any of the excess water. Grab our nice ice cold Melo Collins. Really great thing about this cocktail is that it is carbonated, all ready to pour. All that temperature, that chill is gonna hold on to those bubbles so it stays nice and sparkling right to the top. Next, we're gonna garnish it, make it look nice, and I'll tell you exactly why we garnish. So garnishes for cocktails are not just about the way it makes it look. We're also trying to highlight a lot of the flavors in the cocktail, whether that's through aroma or different flavors that we add right on top of our drink. One of my favorite ingredients with cocktails is fresh mint. One of my favorite cocktails is a mojito, and it really is a very iconic summer drink. So we get all of our mint in sprigs, and I'll take the bottom leaves off here, and we'll use that for shaking or muddling our cocktail, but we'll always keep the crowns. Give it a little slap, get those oils opened up, put it right in the glass. Last thing, you want to nestle the straw right by the garnish so that when you take a sip, you can smell that beautiful mint. Cheers. Garnishes, sometimes the more the merrier, really. If you have the ingredients to make cocktails look great, make them look more appetizing, then go for it. Fresh cucumber to highlight some of the notes of cucumber in the floralness of our cocktail. Also, you could do a couple slices of lemon to kind of get that more like citrus, fresh aroma. In addition to citrus wheels, we also use the zest. There's a lot of aromatic oils in the peels of our lemons. So we cut a little swath of the peel and we can just squeeze that over. And you kind of see the oils right on top. That way it smells like fresh mint, lemon, or if we wanted, we can add a nice little cucumber wheel in there. Make it look beautiful, smell great. Hope you enjoy. The Melo Collins, the ultimate summertime cocktail. We chose the ingredients for the Melo Collins to really replicate the Nova Scotia gin that we're using in the cocktail. Fresh botanicals like mint and lemon zest, fresh honeydew melon, a nice like earthiness from the gentian root kind of really balances the sweetness of the drink. It makes every sip a little bit more interesting and refreshing. That way you can be intrigued to come back to the cocktail. The gin we choose is our great partner at Steinhardt. They make a wonderful London dry style gin. Big juniper, coriander, lemon peel, all these fresh botanicals that work really well in a Collins style drink. This is the ultimate spirit for making cocktails. Collins style drink. What is a Collins? A lot of cocktails that were created 200 years ago are all based off of different myths and, surrounded by people having drinks. And, so the history is very cloudy. But essentially the Tom Collins was a made up character that was kind of shared around town of people saying, well, Tom Collins is looking for you, or this Collins is looking for you, to upset people and get people riled up. Essentially, it's a bit of a folklore, but it was one of the first longer style cocktails made with gin, fresh lemon juice, a little bit of sugar, and sparkling water. This was essentially one of the first cocktails that had been created that was topped with sparkling water and is a personal favorite for a lot of people. The Melo represents a little bit of the melon that we're using, but also just kind of the mentality of the drink, which is to chill out, relax, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your company, and imbibe responsibly. So the labels here are designed by our good friend Anissa Francoeur, amazing design artist in Dartmouth. She's one of the founders of the company, so she really knows what our true intent and what we wanted to do with the label. We wanted the package of the cocktail to really represent this idea of slowing down, savoring the moment, not being in a rush all the time. And we really think that the turtle was the best animal to really embody that. He looks very, very cute and relaxed and, just the way you want to be when you're sipping one of these cocktails in the summer. The Melo Collins is our second canned cocktail that we launched. It's a big fan favorite around our office and our neighborhood. It was a cocktail we created during those spring months as we're anticipating the summer, anticipating the warm weather, and wanted to bring it to everyone at home. This cocktail was created about a year and a half before we got to put it in a can. So we're working on the creation of these recipes far out. Melo Collins is available at Harvest, Bishop's, all your private wine stores, soon to be the NSLC, and hopefully your neighborhood bar or restaurants. Cheers to the Melo Collins. Harvest, Bishop's. Collins style drink. What is a Collins?
Okay.
Cut.